Hello, this is a short video presentation on solving absolute value equations where the variable is outside the absolute value. First of all, I want to look at something very basic that should be common sense. One, absolute value is always positive. Is always positive. So if I give you a problem, absolute value of x is equal to -3, we know the absolute value can never be positive or negative. Since I'm saying it's negative, this is no solution. No solution. It's an important thing that we have to remember. Now, let's look at the first equation I want to solve. All right, here's our first equation. Absolute value of 4x plus 10 equals 1 minus 5x. Now, the examples I'm going to do right here, I've already isolated the absolute value. So we have 4x plus 10 is equal to 1 minus 5x. And 4x plus 10 is equal to the opposite of 1 minus 5x. Now I put this in parentheses here, but we can automatically just change this to 4x plus 10 equals -1 plus 5x. And now I solve. I'll start on the left. I'm going to add 5x. And I get 10 equals 1 minus 2x. I'm sorry, I did that backwards. Let's erase this. Apparently I can't read my own writing. I end up with 4 plus 5 is 9x plus 10 equals 1. I subtract 10 minus 10 minus 10, and I get 9x equals -9. X equals -1. Come back here, subtract 4x, and those cancel. 10 equals -1 plus x. Add 1. 11 is equal to x. All right, I have two answers. So now what we have to do is check our answer. So if I take this answer, 4x plus 10, 4 times -1 plus 10, absolute value of that, that's a positive number, equals 1 minus 5 times -1. I'm checking my answer here. And before I lose my equation, I'm going to write it down here. 4 times 11 plus 10 equals 1 minus 5 times 11. Now, when I look at this, 5 times 11 is 55. 1 minus 55 is -54. So I'm saying that the absolute value of 44 plus 10, 54, equals -54. It can't There is no way that happens because the absolute value is always positive. This answer is bad. Let's go over here and check this. Absolute value, -4 plus 6, 10. Absolute value of 6. 1, negative times negative is positive, plus 5 equals 6. Absolute value of 6 is 6. 6 equals 6. That's good. My answer is -1. All right. I solved this the same way that we did before. The important thing is to remember that when we do the opposite, it's the opposite of whatever is on the other side of the equal sign. 1 minus 5x. So I changed everything. The 1 here is positive, here is negative. The 5x was negative, here it's positive. All right, everything changed. And when I'm done, I have to check my answers. If I don't, I'm going to end up with bad answers. So when the variable is outside, I'm going to write this down. Pause it while I write. All right. When the variable is outside the absolute value, you must, absolutely must, check your answer. Sometimes the answers are both going to be good. Sometimes they'll both be bad. Or in the case of the example we did, sometimes you have a good answer and a bad answer. All right. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Actually, I hope you're watching this before Sunday night, so you have a weekend to enjoy after you've watched this. All right. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.